I'm Vince Walsh, one of the pathway leaders at the BASC and Professor of Human Brain Research at UCL. My course is called Psychology in the Real World. It's run over 4 hours in 2 groups of 2 hours on Tuesday afternoons in term 1. So Psychology in the Real World, it's aimed at people who are interested in not just academic psychology and not straight experiments and not even people who might want to be a psychologist, because most of you won't. The question I want to address is, can we take psychological concepts and psychological theories and ask what do they mean in the real world, and can we change our own lives with them, and can we use them to think about how to change other people's lives? So we'll look at things like creativity, very tough problem for psychology, but something that whatever walk of life you'll go into, it'll encapsulate some element of creativity. You might have to really draw on your own, or you might have to try and get other people to express theirs, and not in a fluffy way, in a real problem-solving way. We'll do learning. It's amazing. You're at one of the best universities in the world. You're all at the top of the education system. And my guess is nobody's ever given you a lecture on how to learn. We're surrounded by people who don't know how to learn. So we'll solve that in my course. We'll all the time be looking at applications in the employment sphere, in sport, in academia as well, where we can stretch the thinking about the theories. Some of the other topics we'll cover are willpower. How is it that we make promises to ourselves and others and just fail to keep them? And we'll also look at decision making and decision making under pressure. We'll find that there isn't any such thing as a good decision maker. There are different kinds of decision makers, there are different kinds of pressure, there are different kinds of decisions. Part of the course will be assessed on how you present. Everybody will have to do a 10-minute presentation, and that will be very professionally assessed, and including by external professionals, and by a 5,000-word essay, or a 3,000 to 5,000-word essay, which I will mark. And the idea of this and the presentation and not having an exam is that nobody is ever going to ask you to sit down and do a 3-hour unseen paper in the real world in your life, but people will judge you on how you can present something in 10 minutes, and people will judge you on how you can produce a report on an open-ended subject. So if you're interested in a bit of uncertainty, you're interested in how psychology might apply outside of academic psychology, then come and have a go at this course.